Week 4's in the books, and we got Mike Ranger making a special appearance here. He's not going to be a part of the podcast, but he's going to be a part of the picks. We got... do you want me to restart?
No, keep going.
Why would you say that? You just say that on the podcast.
Because I'm calling you out.
We don't want people to be surprised when they tuned in and you're just not there.
I mean, I can redo it.
This comes out after the pod.
We should get into a
I can
heated
redo it.
argument at the end of this.
I can
where
redo it.
This comes out after.
I can redo it if you want. You want me to redo it?
No, just go with it. We're
All
here.
right. You look upset at me. He's like the fans, our 17
Don't worry,
fans.
I will still be editing it and doing all the other work.
There he is.
Yeah.
There he is.
Just muting Aaron.
Our 17 fans will be pissed. All right. Okay, yeah, let's get into the Week 4 picks. Do I have the standings here? I know. Yeah, I do. Okay, so we were all 5-5, so that makes Brandon 17 and 23. That makes me 19 and 21. That makes Mike 24 and 16. And AI is 15 and 15. We might have to just eliminate him from competition.
Yeah. We'll see.
Right?
We're going to need him at some point again.
But he's not going to have any, like, we're going to have to, like, quadruple his points if he's, because now.
No,
like,
he doesn't need any help.
No, because when there's.
But now we're like 10 point. Now we're like going to be like 10 games ahead of him.
Yeah, but when there's four
weeks?
like actual bye weeks.
Yeah.
He's gonna have I don't know when there's 14 is 28. So
I think
you
he can never have more.
You get one team.
Yeah, he can never have more than two.
But if that team wins, if that one team wins, he gets a 10-point week. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it's yeah. We might have to boot him out of the league. I don't really trust him. I don't trust AI. I don't trust technology. I don't trust anything I don't understand.
So I'm back on the clock again.
You're
I think
always
I'm
going to
just
be
permanently on the clock with the first overall pick.
Yeah.
And
you haven't been able to make up any ground with it.
No, I'm looking at the games here too. There's a few.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
easy ones, I think, this week.
So there's one I'm kind of worried about.
Like half of them.
Bills Titans.
No, well, that.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at the gimme games. There's a.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think that game's gonna play.
I'm looking at Chiefs Raiders right now. I'm not sure how convinced I am that the Chiefs are going to play that game with the pictures that came out of Mahomes and Stephon Gilmore. Gilmore obviously testing positive. So I think I'm going to stay away from that one. I'm going to take the LA Rams with my first pick.
Wow.
They're taking on the Washington football team. Haskins has been benched for Kyle Allen, which we'll probably get into that more on the podcast, but that to me is a crazy move. Just benching your first-round pick from 2 years ago. I think he's 22 years old. You're going to go to Kyle Allen, who's a seventh-round quarterback who's Kyle Allen's nothing. You know what I mean? Like, he's not.
Yeah. So
yeah, so they're pretty.
Haskins,
Well, Haskins, I think there's at least potential there.
Yeah, hasn't shown.
Just lighting first-round picks on fire like that is just not something you can do in the NFL. So
that's why Bill O'Brien just got fired.
Well, he literally lit first-round picks on fire.
That yeah.
The Dolphins, man, they're gonna be.
That's literally like that. I guess I won't be able to talk about that on the pod. But that they make one catch in that game and he doesn't get fired.
Yeah.
That was the biggest snap reaction.
And it's like.
Well, he's 0-4.
But he played the three best teams in the league.
Yeah, and then it's kind of like, what do you if you're gonna let a guy do that much?
Apparently he didn't have the locker room.
Yeah, apparently him and Watt got into a fight on the practice field.
But it's still
so
they're one play away from winning that game, and then he doesn't get fired.
Yeah. And it's like, if you're gonna let him have that big of an impact on your roster and your future, it's weird that you're just gonna fire him after 4 weeks. But I guess you got to do what you got to do, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, that's a long way of getting to the fact that I'm gonna go with the Rams over the Washington football team. Aaron's got the second pick.
See, you guys say there's a lot of easy games. I see there's a lot of trap games.
Also, the Texans are 7-point favorites.
49ers, Dolphins, I might go with, but that seems
one.
like a trap game to me. So does Seahawks, Vikings, because the Vikings got their first win last week. Maybe they're going to be good, but I'm going to go with the Seahawks just because I'm definitely going to be watching that game, and I just want a rooting interest. So I'm going to go Seattle Seahawks, #1 pick.
See, the team I think Mike's going to
I'm going to take the Chiefs.
Wow, okay.
They're the best team in the league.
I think the biggest gimme. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the biggest. That was kind of. I didn't mean to cut you off. Are you done?
Pretty rude. Yeah.
The other gimme was
Ravens.
Yeah, I think you just didn't do it because it was your team.
Yeah,
Well, I was
I'm-
either taking the Ravens or the Chiefs.
And okay, I guess I'll take the
I
Ravens
think those
here,
were equal
but
gimmies.
I just haven't ever bet against Joe Burrow
Yeah.
yet. So,
I'm gonna take the Ravens here. I'll probably take the Bengals again at some point. But
Mr. 300 yards,
yeah, I know that. I think 3 straight weeks he's thrown for 300.
first
so.
rookie ever.
Yeah.
Tried to tell you he was going to be good. You wouldn't listen.
I know. Because I
You
don't
wouldn't
want to
listen.
let myself have nice things. Because I
Yeah.
know when I have nice things,
You've got
my
your
heart gets broken.
You've got your walls up.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the Ravens though, and Lamar Jackson. He embarrassed the Bengals last year, so the defense isn't much better than it was. So, yeah, we'll go with the Ravens.
I'm gonna go
Sticking with my bird theme.
I'm going to go with Cisco.
Okay. Cisco. All right. Frisco.
yeah. Who? Oh, what is that for? Oh, no. Never mind. It's a show. Somebody called it like Rado instead of Colorado, and I was dying the other day. I was watching a TV
Rado.
show. Yeah. Like nobody calls it that.
I think this is another gimme. I'm gonna take the Cowboys. The Giants aren't outscoring the Cowboys. The Cowboys, I don't think they're a good team, but they're beating the Giants this
Yeah.
week.
The Giants' defense apparently isn't that bad when you look at the yards they've given up and the pressures they've gotten.
The Cowboys are
But-
putting up points.
And yeah, they are. But if you look at
Dak Prescott's on pace for 6,700 pass yards.
Yeah.
That's insane.
and
That's
he's gonna
1,200 yards more than Peyton Manning's record.
he's gonna finish with 4 wins. He's gonna go
Yeah.
4-12.
Yeah.
Break all of Manning's records.
They might be that question you asked me
Yeah,
in the
you're
first week
right.
about the Falcons.
Yeah.
They actually might be the Cowboys.
Maybe I gave the Cowboys too much credit there.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. So
That's
Cowboys are my
fucking
second.
like, how do you have a defense that's that bad?
Yeah.
Like, if you put up like 40, if you get 41 points put up against you, you don't think like, oh yeah, they were running the ball all night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's insane. Like that's just nuts. Like the Browns literally that would have been, if you were a Cowboys fan, that would have been the worst thing to watch, because there's nothing worse than watching a team run all over you.
and
Like a pass play, it's a chunk play, so you can kind of like move past it. You know
Well,
what I
that,
mean? But when they're just running 8 yards, like just it's like demoralizing.
Well,
It like kicks the shit out
Nick
of
Chubb
you
got
while you're
hurt
down.
in that game too.
Yeah.
Now he's on IR, and Kareem Hunt was hurt going into that game, so he didn't
Yeah.
even. He
It
was
help-
getting,
It helps to have probably the best backup
Yeah.
running back in the league.
but he was limited a lot. He didn't get a lot of the touches. They were using him mostly in the red zone
Mm-hmm.
for that game, which. And then also there was that big run by Odell, which on like after the Cowboys make it a 1-score game, they kick the ball back.
Yeah.
Odell they run a reverse to Odell. He should have been blown up in the backfield for like a loss of 15.
Is Odell back?
No.
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 Odell's not back?
The only 2 teams he's gone out, he's played well against.
That's why I threw
this
it out
guy
there.
who keeps telling me AJ Green is sick.
He just wait on AJ,
Yeah.
right?
He's cooking.
When you look at like the 2 defenses he's played against where he's done well, it's the Bengals, who are not a good defense at all, and then the Cowboys, who are playing a safety as their second corner and a rookie as their number 1 corner. So he's just taking advantage of good matchups, and it was the one touchdown too. I guess the one receiving touchdown was a trick play.
From Jarvis.
Yeah. So I don't know how often you can count on that, but whose pick is it?
Yours.
It's my pick. All right, I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers over the Philadelphia Eagles in the Battle of Pennsylvania. The Steelers are rested. Eagles got their first win last week, but
Against a good team.
against a banged-up 49ers team.
Are you guys gonna force me to do this?
If Garoppolo was playing in that game, I think the Niners win that easily. But
Yeah.
going
You're actually gonna force me to do this.
What?
I'm gonna puke blood later.
Take the Patriots?
Again, that game might not happen, yeah.
They don't. They're like.
It might not happen.
Well, no, I don't know. They're running out Brian Hoyer or whoever the fuck.
Oh yeah. Thanks for the tip. I'm not gonna.
well,
Take
plus if they get more positives, right? Like
Yeah. Well, I was just more thinking about their quarterback. Although the Broncos.
Okay, I'm gonna take the Cardinals. Fuck it.
I'm just gonna spit my gum out here. That's a little unprofessional of me.
It's very unprofessional, and we are very professional here. Yeah, so I'm gonna take the Arizona Cardinals. They've had a couple rough weeks, but they're coming up against the Cure. The Cure to rough weeks, and maybe the worst football team I've ever watched play football. I don't even know if what you can call what they're doing is playing football. And apparently Darnold might be out. So with a shoulder injury. So,
He's like their best player by a mile too,
yeah,
right? And
so they're officially like not winning this week. If they win this week, then I don't know. I'll do something on the podcast. Like, you guys figure it out. Like, if the Jets win this week without Sam Darnold,
Will you buy a Sam Darnold jersey or a Joe Flacco Jets jersey?
I'll buy a Joe Flacco Jets jersey if the Jets win.
When he showed up in that game, I had no clue he was on that team.
Flacco?
Yeah, when he showed up, I think it was the Thursday night game.
I
against
only
the
knew
Broncos.
because they're in the Bills division.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so
But I was like stunned when he. I like, did they just sign him this week? Like
yeah.
what?
Yeah, he's elite.
Yeah.
You got to put him in. Super Bowl winner.
Mike now
Yeah.
with his third pick of the draft. He's crunching some numbers. He's going through. He's got a draft board, but he's still.
Man, I know which one he's looking at, and I don't know if I like it either.
I can tell which one he's looking at from here.
Is he looking at the Monday Nighter? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna take the Saints.
Ooh,
Interesting.
Sounds like Michael Thomas might play this
Big Mike.
week,
I don't think he's going to play.
but then they have their bye week after, so they might just keep him out. But they looked like they were back on track last week. And again, I'm not as high on the Chargers this year. Although Justin Herbert looks like he's gonna be sick.
Yeah, I
But
don't
Did
know.
you-
Like they're
Never mind, sorry.
they're better than the Raiders. I just want to put that back out there now.
The Chargers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I remember this was a
don't
debate we had.
I don't know if I agree with that.
going forward, they are now. He actually looks good.
Yeah.
Herbert?
Like, yeah.
He does look good.
But yeah, who knows?
Probably-
Tyrod Taylor's coming back at some point. It's his job.
I would still take right now. I would take the Raiders.
Yeah.
This year, I think the Raiders
Yeah,
are better.
I think so too. But hey, I mean,
Do you want a podcast bet who has the better record at the end of the year?
between you two?
What's their records right
Between
now?
the Raiders and
Are
the
they both
Chargers.
1 and
No,
3?
just between you
the
two?
Raiders are 2-2. Chargers are 1-3.
Yeah, sure.
All right, what's the bet?
Well, yeah. All right.
They play each other twice too, so those will be big games for this bet.
Should we put the Super Bowl meal on the line, or is that too small?
Ooh.
Is that too small of a bet for that? That's a
Yeah,
big
that's
bet.
a big bet. That might be like a.
No, I was gonna say you have to do something on the podcast, like you.
Because what did we put the Super Bowl meal on last time?
I don't even. Oh, I don't know.
March Madness.
Yeah, it was March Madness.
But
It was
that
our-
didn't happen.
No, it was. But it was
yeah.
Oh,
before
the
that.
year before. Yeah.
Yeah, because you weren't. Yeah. It was. It
Well,
was.
we'll have
it was
to
our
think-
March
we'll
Madness
think about it.
pick'em.
Next week I'll come with.
We'll come with something. All right.
We'll come with something big.
Um,
So look forward to that.
It's me now. That's my pick.
It is. Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah. I was actually.
Tonight.
I forgot if you had picked them already. or
Yeah.
not. I wasn't sure.
Just a lot of tough games now. I think.
A lot of
'cause-
traps.
Well, you look at like just going by the favorites.
Jags, Texans. I don't know.
Texans are favored by 6.5 points in that
yeah.
game.
But
Like that,
they've lost the curse of Bill or B.O.B.
yeah. I wonder what NFL
Panthers, Falcons. I don't even want to touch it. I don't
Falcons
know.
are favored in that too. Which
I
is
have
kind of
no
crazy to me.
idea who's gonna win that game.
I just think Houston. I would love to see what
Colts,
NFL
Browns,
teams.
another one.
Yeah, NFL teams' records are the week after their coach gets fired. Because in hockey and I guess sometimes
It, like,
basketball too, you
improves.
get like a bump.
Yeah.
I can't imagine
doubt-
that's the same in the NFL,
I
but
don't think so.
No,
But-
probably not. And coaches are just way more important in the NFL.
yeah.
But there might be something to it when they hire within the organization, like they did with
Yeah.
Cornell. So like
You just
the
keep-
schemes won't be like changed too much. Like when you bring in a completely new guy, that's when it like I think would damage your consistency and your play calling and your schemes and all those buzzwords that I just said. So it's my turn, right?
Yep.
Okay. I really liked what I saw out of the Browns, but I like the Colts defense a lot better than the Cowboys defense. This is tough, man. This is really tough. I am going to go with the Texans because I believe in DeAndre Hopkins,
Like-
and it's a fresh start.
Yeah.
It's a fresh start.
He's not on the team
Yeah.
now.
Who?
DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh, DeAndre fucking Deshaun Watson. I'm sorry, guys.
The
It's
Texans.
it's
like,
an early
they-
it's an early filming. Okay, we're filming early.
You can't just set aside who the Texans have played.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
No, I
it's,
agree.
And they didn't really get like killed in any of those. I think the Chiefs, no, the Ravens they did.
Yeah.
But the other ones they were like in the game. I mean, I know they lost to the Vikings, but that's also another team that's like
They lost by like 3.
they were supposed to be good at the beginning
Yeah.
of the year.
So I'm gonna take the Texans because I believe in Deshaun Watson.
There we go.
There we are. It's an early morning. This doesn't happen to me a lot. Waking up before 10.
Oh, it's me,
Yeah.
right? I think I'm gonna have to now do what you were gonna do earlier, even though
Browns? The LeBron?
no, the Patriots.
Oh,
Yuck.
Even though
Brian
But I don't-
Hoyer.
But I don't have to do it.
the Broncos aren't gonna have
I
their
bet-
quarterback either.
I bet Stidham probably starts that game though, not Hoyer.
Great.
Just
For
'cause
sure.
Stidham looked better at
For
least
sure.
than Hoyer did.
Because all I've heard from Patriots fans all week is just like, you can't really judge Jarrett Stidham when he came off the bench. You got to give him a start.
2 third-string quarterbacks. I'll take the Bill Belichick coach.
Fair enough.
Yep. I would agree with that.
I'm gonna take the Indianapolis Colts, the Carolina Colts.
And he laughs at his own pick.
I forgot they were on
No,
the
these
board.
are
I'm gonna
getting-
take the Indianapolis Colts over
Yeah,
the
these-
Browns. Just because it's the Browns.
The picks are getting a little bit.
I don't know if just because it's the Browns can be. We're starting to get to the point where I don't know if that's a reasonable
haven't-
thing to say.
They haven't beat anybody
Yeah,
good
They're
though.
3-1.
Yeah.
I hate
Bengals.
that. I hate that narrative.
But,
You can only
that's the
play
thing.
who you can play.
You're right, but
Yeah,
like
I hate that narrative. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
It's-
Is it because everybody says it about the Bills? Maybe.
But that's
But I hate the narrative. I
Hey,
just
you guys
hate
the
it.
Bills
their-
have
they
beaten
beat- you
somebody
beat the
good though.
Rams.
I know, but people are still saying it.
Well,
And
Yeah.
they're idiots. But I know it's not apples to apples, but like I just don't like the narrative because after 2 games people were saying that about the Bills and I was like, well, anybody that watched us this year and last year can see the obvious improvement.
like these are the Browns' 3 wins. Bengals, football team, Cowboys. Like
New coach, Stefanski, he's completely different. He's calling different play. He actually understands how to use these guys.
yeah,
So you picked the Browns?
the Colts.
The Colts. Okay, I'll take the Browns.
wow.
I'll take the Cleveland Browns. I just spent 2 minutes there defending them, so I feel like I have to.
I'm gonna take. I think I'll. Oh man, this is insane. But I think I'm gonna take the Falkies.
Not bad.
Who knows what's gonna happen in that game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a toss-up
It's
game.
a toss-up game.
I think the Falcons are going to win though, because I don't think
The
I don't
Panthers?
think Teddy can keep up.
Yeah, like,
I've been betting against the Panthers.
their
like,
offense has
every
looked
week,
like
and it's
good,
just-
even without
Yeah.
McCaffrey.
It's looked efficient.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's looked good.
Well,
Well, Robbie Anderson's
but
clearly
like
a thing.
I feel like the Falcons' defense can make an offense look good,
Very
even though
good.
I'm picking the Falcons.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Carolina Panthers.
Oh shit! We just back-to-back rivalry weeks.
Yeah, when you like you said, the offenses look good. I've been betting against them basically since McCaffrey went out. So, and I've been proven wrong most of those times. So I'm gonna go with the Panthers over the Falcons here. Falcons have looked like garbage too. Like Julio might not play in that game. Ridley dropped a goose egg last week against the Packers, so they're gonna struggle.
Okay, so I have two that I'm picking between.
Which two
I-
are they?
I
I'll
gotta,
take the other one.
I gotta believe in one of the two, and I will go with the LA Chargers over the Saints.
Wow.
On the Monday Nighter. I think Herbert might be for real, and I think their defense is good enough to stifle that dip and dunk little 10-yard pass offense. All they have to worry about is Kamara, because I really don't think Michael Thomas is going to be back, even though he has a chance to be back. I don't think he will be because they have the bye week next week. So conventional wisdom says just sit him and let him have those 2 weeks and make sure he's okay. So I'm going to go Chargers in a shocking win on Monday Night Football. Over to you, Michael.
The Saints haven't looked great this year either.
No.
So
They've lost to teams like you just talked about how the Raiders were worse than who?
the Chargers.
The Chargers, and guess who beat the Saints? The Raiders.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
I'm gonna.
Bum, 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 biddle-diddle-dum, bum, 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 bum,
Man.
bum, 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 bum.
There's like one game left that is a I think is a pick 'em. but I don't know if it's gonna happen. But I
Shoot
might
from the hip.
I might just
Shoot
take
from the hip.
one of those teams because I don't like the chances of any of the teams left winning their game.
Shoot from the hip.
I'm gonna take
Huh?
the Tennessee Titans.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I
You think they're gonna beat the Bills
think it's a
without
Half their team.
half their team?
dude.
The
This
only
is,
Fine,
player-
take your pick.
this is the well. First of all, like no one. It's not like any of like their best players have gone down.
Yeah, Corey Davis is done.
Yeah.
This is a
Adam Humphries is done.
Miami
AJ
Marlins.
Brown. AJ Brown is like still questionable.
This
Like
is
they
a-
don't have any
This
receivers.
is a Miami Marlins situation where you get galvanized by what's going on with your team, and you come out and you go on a run.
Yeah.
Tennessee over the Bills, if it happens.
Wow. What a horrible take. Okay.
Are
Brandon.
the Jaguars still on the board?
They are.
I'm going to take the Jacksonville Jaguars over the 0-4 Houston Texans. I don't feel great about this pick, but the Texans have been a tire fire so far this year. I'll take my chances in that game, I guess, with Minshew Mania.
All right, I'm gonna go the Buffalo Bills to spit on Mike's take because it was horrible. Back over to Mike.
So you guys just gave away 2 points there. I like that.
Well, I mean,
I think that
I
game-
had to respond.
That game's gonna happen.
I had to respond, and the Bills are 4-0, and they're gonna dominate the Titans.
It's gonna
If
happen.
it happens.
I'm pretty sure it will. Like it'll happen on like Tuesday. maybe.
Yeah.
Well, we're filming this on Thursday morning at 10 a.m. They have to have, as of right now, they have to have 2 clean days of no positive tests.
Yeah.
So you will know as of Saturday morning if that game's gonna go off, if you're watching that before then. But I just wanted to preface all of that with that. And now to Brandon,
No, it's Mike.
to Mike.
I'm gonna ride with a team that I didn't get last week, and they lost because I didn't have them. But every time I pick them, they've won. And
I was trying to time
That's-
that fart for when you picked the Bears. But
that's
but
the
I
Chicago
couldn't-
Bears.
But I couldn't.
That's the Chicago Bears.
Damn it.
I'm going to go with the Minnesota Vikings
That
in
was
the
my
Sunday
next-
nighter over
that
the
was my next
Seahawks. Again, we're just picking crap here.
Yeah. At
but
this point, it's
they
late.
got their first win. Maybe they'll put 2 together. Justin Jefferson's a thing. He is
Yeah, he's good.
real good.
I could have
I
told
kinda-
you that LSU product.
I
The
kinda-
guy's sick.
Makes you understand why they were maybe a little bit comfortable moving Stephon Diggs if they. I guess did they move him before the
Well,
draft?
I think way
I guess
before
they
the
figured
draft.
they
I
thought
think-
they were gonna have a shot at a receiver
I
at that
think
point.
before, like it was an all-time receiver
Yeah.
draft. I think they're gonna be looking back at this receiver class and it's gonna be legendary.
Yeah.
Like legendary. Like Jerry Jeudy, CeeDee Lamb, and Justin Jefferson are making impacts that like rookies don't often make. That's 3 receivers, and then normally we see receivers kind of break out in year 2.
Yeah.
And there could be even more. So, like, just having 3 first-round receivers make an impact like this is already kind of a legendary class. And
Just
then you add on, like, Laviska Shenault. There's Denzel Mims, who hasn't
T.
really
Higgins.
played for, T. Higgins. Like, there's a ton of talent. There's Gabriel Davis, who's been catching touchdown passes for the Bills already.
Michael Pittman. I don't know what he's done
He's
this
been
year,
injured
but
all
yeah,
year. He's been injured all year.
there you go.
But, yeah, so this receivers class is going to be sweet, and I agree with you. Justin Jefferson is the real.
the real.
He's the real.
I think it's your pick.
Okay, my pick. I will be going with.
That was an insane pick you just made. I think.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the
There's
Carolina
no
Panthers.
Way they're beating.
You took them, so I'm not gonna go with the Carolina Panthers. I'm gonna go.
Like who else would you take in that spot? Like
I
the
got a-
Jets?
I got a team.
I'm gonna go with.
I
I guess
couple.
the Denver Broncos
That's what I was gonna take.
Yeah, but okay.
over the.
Over Brian Hoyer.
My
or
boy-
whoever.
Bill Rippon starting at quarterback, who I don't know if you guys know, he's Canadian.
No way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Cousin of Rick Rippon.
I'm trying to get you guys back into this. I'm taking it. I'm gonna
You're gonna
go.
take the Jets.
Yeah.
What?
I'm taking the Jets.
I didn't think that was possible. Good. All right.
We got to
Guy
spice.
calls my Vikings pick insane and
We
then
gotta
follows it up with
spice.
the Jets.
We gotta
Roll
spice
the
this up.
dice.
If we just keep going 5-5, you guys are
If the
just gonna
Jets
be-
win this week, I'm quitting this. I'm not doing this
If they
anymore.
win this week, then I'm gonna be up by a lot. I'm probably looking at a 7-3 week, especially with this next pick I'm gonna get.
Brandon's on the clock.
I'm only looking at the good teams here.
We got the 9th round here.
The Cardinals have they
They're frauds.
yeah. So I'm taking the Jets.
Yeah, they're frauds. I agree. Even though I picked them in the 3rd round, but
Well, I mean,
that's just because
they're
Darnold
playing
is
the
going to be done.
Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darnold's like. Apparently, it's a 1-week injury, so who knows? Maybe he'll like tough it out and come out, but I don't think so.
So I'm gonna take the Miami Dolphins this week over the Niners. Garoppolo might play this week, but if he doesn't, I think there's a chance the Dolphins win that game. Not a good chance, but there's a chance. If Garoppolo plays, then they don't have any shot.
I am going to see your pick, and I'm going to raise you the NFC East champions as of right now, the Philadelphia Eagles.
that was the other game.
An absolute.
They beat the 49ers last.
I have the
Yeah,
Steelers.
and
So I
they're
don't wanna.
and they're the Eagles, like, they showed a lot of life last week. Carson Wentz had his one good game of the year that makes people think like, oh, maybe he actually is for real. So hopefully he can have another one this week and keep the narrative going and get me a 9th round win. Over to Mike.
I'm gonna take the actual future NFC East champion,
The
the
Giants.
Washington football
Oh,
team. Because
No way, the football team.
I'm gonna.
I think out of the 4 trash picks, that's the most likely.
I'm gonna wrap up my draft.
I was
now.
thinking of the Bengals there. I'm gonna be
Yeah, I'm
honest.
gonna wrap up my draft now with the Cincinnati Bengals.
The Bengals.
I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that the Bengals win this game, but it's obviously not likely. Burrow's looked incredible. Lamar hasn't looked like MVP Lamar, but a game against the Bengals can always that brings MVPs to life.
Yeah,
The Bengals defense.
So is it just the Giants left?
and the Raiders.
And the Raiders. Okay. I'm going to take the Raiders.
All right,
I'll take the Raiders.
so I got my bet's hedged for the last pick because I already have the Cowboys.
Yeah. I didn't hedge any. I hedged too many bets last week and kind of sealed my own 5-5 fate. I had 3 games with hedged bets. I had three immediate wins.
That's not like
but
the worst strategy because
It isn't and it is.
I think it would be smart for me.
at
Yeah.
this point, yeah.
You guys have to make up ground.
Yeah.
I was really hoping the Falcons could beat the fucking Packers, but it wasn't even close. So, I mean, Todd Gurley had a pretty decent night, so that kind of was a little silver lining for me. But, so you took the Giants
Yeah, but
just like by default.
I didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Can I reject them?
Yeah, you can,
Play a team.
you can
short.
you can protest the pick.
Take the Packers just in case they they have to sub them in to play the Titans or
Packers
something, or
have to
play the
this
Bills.
week.
Yeah, you can protest the pick, and then we'll bring it to the committee.
I do not want this team. I told myself I'd never take the Giants.
So yeah, those are our picks. Top 10. We'll be getting you. What is this? What is this now? Episode 8 that we'll be putting out of the podcast.
Oh, I
Ooh,
think it's more than that.
yeah.
10.
I don't know.
10. Yeah,
don't-
it's been about
Episode
3.
10. We'll call it episode 10.
Sure, we're gonna go episode 10. After this, and, check that out. That'll be posted on the same page. If you can tell, I'm a little bit tired this morning because my intros and outros have been like really lackadaisical. But and I think I insulted Mike with my intro today. I didn't.
He
mean
kind of had
to.
it coming though. I don't know.
You didn't insult me. You just,
I think I hurt your
I
feelings.
this comes out after the podcast, so
Oh, so you're like Aaron,
They're
you
gonna
idiot.
know.
Try
Yeah,
try looking
yeah.
at the chronological order.
Yeah,
All right.
it's all right.
Well, that's it. Week 5. Hopefully the Bills and the Titans play because that'll put a big damper on my week if they don't, and also on my picks. So, without further ado.